How tightly wound is something? You have the beat. It was water, molecules coming from the earth. It made this hard beat, all sewn together. Crazy. It's just a seed. This was the same thing. Just a seed. I mixed a whole bunch of stuff together. Just food I'm putting in my body. My body grows into something. A piece of garlic. Have you ever seen the garlic? There's 6, 8, 10 bulbs all stuck together with paper. Planet Earth is the same thing. Built. How can you tell if something was built? Cement. Up to a certain thickness. Is it poured? Is it a rock? Little pieces of rock come together and it's built. So now we're going to get into stage 1 of this video. I'm going to put apart my plate. And it's all about achievement. And what I'm trying to achieve is numbers 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, and 90. And to get 90, you actually need a 40, a 10 to link, and then another 40. So the link area space to the total space that you are, and not coordinate space, because coordinate space would be that 10 that links. Take a look at the 9 card, the 8, the 7, and it's shifting of coordinate spaces. And in this, I'm going to do a mathematical calculation on how we arrive to these figures. And I've left out some figures, I forgot some figures. I have not completed the complete analogy of what I'm going to show you now. But here is basically what it is. Doesn't want to open. I don't know why. Webcam controller won't open. Okay. So anyways, with or without. In order to get the 10, it's 1 times 10. Right? Then it's 2 times 5. Okay. Then it's 3 times 3 plus 1. Let me do it on the other page because I already did that. Okay. It's 1 times 10. It's 2 times 5. 3 times 3 is 9 plus 1. 4 times 2.5 equals to 10. So 2.5 is actually the numeric value for Earth. It also means 1/4 and also means tie. The half means you're in an area space. So when we move in the deck of cards, we're actually moving by the halves. A triangle, okay, for a perfect coordinate space is a half of 2 areas. That's how it is. It's area here and area here separated on the outside, and these two come together as right angles. 44 area space. Imagine these are bent, right? Imagine they're bent in, and that's actually a pyramid, right? That's actually a pyramid. And you can't do it in 2 area spaces. The only real way to do it, okay, the only real way to do this is to have this area space over here is the only way to do this smaller design. See the way A comes in here, X comes in here. Do you follow my formation? It will automatically take this to do that, right? But unless you're this size, there's no in between. So if we were starting the 9 card, right? If we were starting the 9 card, this would be my in between. This would be my next to in the 9 card. At the same time, I would have to take this design over here and do the same thing over here. And this would be my area space. Okay, that would be that area space. See the way it creates the Star of David basically inside the center? But there's no area centered here. Do you follow? There's no center. We can't get a center until we have this mark over here. Now we have a center. In fact, we have two centers. And we have the highest point. So when we're talking about the 3 card, this is how we have to establish the 3 card. Okay, and then we chop it over here for halfway in between. At the same time, I want to talk about that the Pontiac sign, right? You want to just do it this way? I'm just going to do it this way. Okay, the Pontiac sign, okay, is created like this, but it's showing you the H and the I that's in between, and the H is the holder of where the A is, and the A, right, would be on one side of the I, right? The I would be standing this way, the A would be to one side, and then there'd be the A to the other side. Now the question is where there'll be an A to this side, and what will be an A to this side, and what will be the angles that I am allowed to use? Am I allowed to go up 2 stories high to remain in the center? Do I have to complete exactly on this 45-degree angle? There's rules, and I don't know what these rules are because I don't know enough of the totality of science. So we have number 10, and all the ways to get to 10. 7 times 1 is 10 and 3. This would say Jesus Christ. That's your gateway. Communication rabbit ears, the half-life of the church, artificial intelligence, because we can flip this one upside down. If I put 1 inside 6, if I put 1 inside 6, I end up with 86. Here's the 8 and here's the 6. If I put 1 inside 7, I end up with a 4. If I put 1 inside 8, I end up with 88, the sky system. 10-2 will also is a reflection of Valentine. 162, 216 hours. Okay, 216 hours if you want to look at it that way. 216 days if you want to look at it that way. The Mayan schedule. So 216 hours. 6 by 6 is 36 times 6 is this number. 216 hours is 9 days times 24 hours. And that is your Mayan cycle, the same day as it's 10 days and 18 months to a Mayan week and then their cycle, right? The Mayans run 10 days times 2 equals to 20 days times 18 months equals to the 360. There's no 364. Or is it a 9-day plus 1-day link equals to 216 hours? And the 1-day link is 24 equaling to 240 hours. The same recession as we talk about the 9 months of birth, which is half a year. 5 times 2 is an earth number. It'll also create the key. 5 plus 2 is 7. So although we're getting 2 plus 5 is 10, we also get it as boom. This one will end up being, if I go to the star system and do the addition, the first 10 would now be plus 11 equals to 21. This one over here, okay, will be plus 7, right? 1 plus 10, 2 plus 5. This one will equal to 17. 3 times 3 is 9. 3 plus 3 is 6. So you'd have to add plus 6. This one answer would be 15. I'm going to have to put that 15 over here. 4.25, it'd be 6.5. It'd be 16.5. 5 times 2 is 10 repeats. We're not going to do any, we shouldn't have done this because of the addition, because we'd have to add 1. And this one would now be plus 1. It would be 16. And this one over here would be 17. We'd get another 17 plus 4. So this one over here and this one over here would come together at 21. 17 and 4, 174, the left side. 7 times 1 is 10, right? 7 times 1, sorry, 7 times 1 is, I made a mistake here. So I have to make, I made a few mistakes, in fact. I made a few mistakes. So we're going to correct these mistakes. Thank God I found it. Just like this, okay, that's 9 plus 1, right? Just like this one is 8 plus 2, and this one is equal to 9 plus 1. So this one would be 6 and 1 is 7. This one would be a total of 17. And now 6 would match 2. 17 would match 2, would match Earth. 2 and 5, 7, 1 and 6, 7. 7 and 1 will create, here's your 10 plus your 8. This one will be 18. This one will be 9. This one will be 19. This one will be 20. And this one will repeat 21. And the same thing will come to here, 1 times 2. And we have to take in regard that 8 by 2.5 is 20. So 8 by 2.5 is 20, and 4.2.5. Earth, 4 and 8 creates Sun, it creates Pluto. 2.5 is the key. 2.5 is the center of the 7th gate. 1 plus 2.5 equals to 3.5. 6 minus 2.5 equals to 3.5. And this is the numeric value for electric company. If you get 2 plus 2.5, okay, equals to 4.5, and 5 minus 2.5 equals to 2.5, the in-between number is 3.5. So this is regarding 1 and 6. This 2.5 regards to 1 and 6. That's the church, the steeple, the separation of the two sides. And you can get my drift, all the ways to create 20. Now, I want to do the hard ways first. And at the same time, I want to match. Remember, 1 and 2, 10 and 20, equaling to location, will create your 30. Okay? This word over here, okay, where is it? 15. Where is 15? 2 times 15, right? 2 times 15. So the letter B and the letter O. 2 O's. Boo. In creation. Creation. 4.7.5. This is running through the moon. The delta angle running through the moon. Creation. This will be your AI, AC/DC, and your lifeline that comes together. Area space. 2 times 2, 2 plus 2, 44. Will create these numbers. And all the numbers with 0 on it will add a 6, right? But not these over here. Because 7 times 2 is 14. I need 6 to get to 20. But in the end result, I do not get that 6. But that might be a little too complicated right now. 8 and 4 Pluto creates the freezing point. 8 by 4 is 32 minus the 2 plus the 6. So all these are combinations for something that has to be built. Something that has to be built that's going to tell us something. I don't know what it is right now. I mean, there might be a scientist out there that's looking for certain information, a way to calculate something. How can I make something and then remove something from it? If it was a formula and I couldn't add something, then I couldn't make something more and take it away. I would have to make it less and add it into. Area space for a pot and a pan. I've got 3 gallons, but I'm not putting 3 gallons of water, 3 gallons of rice, etc., etc. Raphael 7286 and a constellation of Pegasus. Thank you for watching this video.